All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, scattered abroad. I'm the brother Taza War from the GMS New Jersey camp, and I was watching the full spectrum, and the title caught my eye: U.S. collapse warning, retail shutdown, supply chain crash warning. All right, and this sounds like a famine of food and water, which Lord willing will come soon. You know, this place is overdue for its judgment. You know. But the Most High is, fulfilling prophecy on time. You know, we're in the flesh, so, we want things to speed up. We want Yahweh Shai to appear and make things right, to establish righteousness in this earth. It ain't nothing else good here, man. So I'm going to play a little bit of the video and listen to what he say. And hopefully I can, grab a scripture or two and hopefully edify you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Welcome, everyone. You are watching Full Spectrum Survival. We are bringing you the news that you need to know. We have some information coming to you right out of the president's mouth, some information coming out about the whole ICE situation and what's going on with the tariffs. China is making major moves against the United States of America. They are moving in their manufacturing and their production of drones for warfare, and they are moving in the way that they support countries that are aligning themselves against the United States of America. Now let's first go look and see what President Donald Trump has to say about this today.
But ultimately they have to make a deal, because otherwise they're not going to be able to deal in the United States. So we want them involved. But they have to, and other countries have to make a deal. And if they don't make a deal, we'll set the deal. Because we're the ones that set the deal. Scott and Howard and myself and others, we're going to be setting the deal. And it'll be a fair deal for everybody, and it'll be...
Now, what's happening there is President Trump is discussing what's going on with China. We tried to pull a very, very difficult card with manufacturing at a global level. It's not just because China gives slave labor low prices to America. It's not just for that reason alone that 60 to 80% of the goods in your Walmart, your Target, your Walgreens, your local stores are cheaper and made in China. It's because 40 years of globalization effort has pushed China to become a literal super giant. China right now has the capacity, the willpower, and the capability to surpass the United States of America in almost every form of manufacturing and retail. This is hugely scary to the United States, because this means that China doesn't care what we do with the tariffs. They'll just stop. They'll hold back the products. They'll make it so that we don't have those things anymore. And let me tell you, when we ran, and let's just do a little exercise here for ourselves, okay? Let's go ahead and watch this together. This is Twitter, or X.com's version of artificial intelligence. Let's ask it a quick question. We're going to ask you, what happens to American streets if 60 to 80% of the non-food goods are no longer available? Let's jump right into it. It says if 60 to 80% of the non-food goods in the USA were no longer available, the impact on America's streets would be profound, reflecting a cascading, so a debilitating economic, social, and behavioral change. The breakdown would be a complete retail collapse. That's most non-food goods like clothing, electronics, furniture, appliances. These things are going to vanish from the stores.
Right, and The scriptures say folly is set in great dignity. And Jake, they love the electronics, the gadgets and clothes, appliances, things that pertain to this world. It's going to drive them crazy. That's one thing. That's the psyche. So let's continue a little bit more.
So guys, if you have 10 items, let's say you have 10,000 items inside of Walmart, and 80% of those, 8,000 of them, clear out because China didn't reship them, what do you think is going to happen to the other 2,000? Now, we're used to a Walmart in which people come in and they clear out certain products. Some are held back, of course.
Right. Now, I'm reading on as he talks, supply chain breakdown. It says warehouses and distribution centers will sit idle, right? Reducing truck and delivery traffic. So these warehouse jobs, which I'm at one right now, ain't gonna have the goods. So they're gonna be laying people off. So yeah, as the scriptures say, there's a crying for wine in the streets. There ain't gonna be no jobs if the supply chain, get hit this way. And Lord willing to do. It's like a ripple effect. All right. Streets near industrial zones would see less activity with fewer delivery vans and freight trucks. Right. So delivery drivers, that drive the trucks, FedEx, all that, freight trucks, right? These big trucks. I'm around right now, these big ass trucks delivering the goods. But anyway, let me go here. Salakia, I wanted to go make a quick precept, and I'm gonna end this show quickly because I'm on break. This is Revelations 18:1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen. It is become the habitation of devils, the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So this place have waxed rich for the time, but now it is fallen. All right, these terrors is going to bring famines. Okay, verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. All right. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled, fill her double. So the Most High is about to judge this place, or is being judged as I speak. So may Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, speed up the times for the elect, and that he bring forth the judgment upon this wicked society, and these wicked Edomites, and these wicked 2/3 of Israelites. May Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai bring forth the judgment, man. May he speed it up quickly. May something go down this year, man. So we can get to the next chapter, and righteousness can be established in the earth, man. So with that, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.